You're going to spend some time drafting the conclusion of your biography today. Just as a reminder, here is the success criteria for how an informational conclusion typically goes. You're going to want to end with a reminder of the subject, so who are you writing about and why are they important? You'll also want to review the subtopics that were talked about in the essay, the things you focused on from this person's childhood, their education, their adult life, their accomplishments, and their impact on the world. And then finally, you're going to want to leave the readers with something to think about. This could be just a final thought, a thought-provoking question, or some sort of follow-up action for them maybe to learn more. So here's an example that perhaps you've seen already with your teacher in class, but I want you to take a minute and see if you can still pick out those 3 parts or the 3 pieces of success criteria for this conclusion. So remember, the first one was to remind the reader what the topic of this biography was about. So please pause the video and see if you can find the sentence or sentences that show that. So you may have noticed that right away, this writer told us the topic of this biography. Neil Armstrong was a true American hero who served his nation proudly as a Navy, fighter pilot, test pilot, and astronaut. That's that quick reminder of, hey, remember, we're learning all about Neil Armstrong here. Now I'd like you to pause the video and see if you can find the second piece of success criteria. Which sentences show a summary of all the subtopics that were talked about in this biography? So you may have spotted that this writer did that second piece of success criteria in a very creative way. They included it in a quote that his family said about him after he passed. While we mourn the loss of a very good man, we also celebrate his remarkable life and hope that it serves as an example to young people around the world to work hard and make your dreams come true, to be willing to explore and push the limits, and to selflessly serve a cause greater than yourself. For those who may ask what they can do to honor Neil, we simply have a simple request. Honor his example of service, accomplishment, and modesty. The next time you walk outside on a clear night and see the moon smiling down on you, think of Neil Armstrong and give him a wink. So this quote worked out really nicely for this writer. It really included the fact that his life was remarkable because he explored space and pushed the limits, that he worked hard to make his dreams come true, a reminder that of the moon and that he was the first person to walk on it. So it really did a nice job of summarizing some of those key points, his accomplishments, and the impact on the world. Now remember, the last piece of success criteria is to wrap it up by giving the reader something to think about. Could be a question, could be a call to action, something that really makes the reader think as they continue to live their lives, makes them think about Neil Armstrong. So take a minute and read the rest of the conclusion and see if it fits that last piece. Go ahead and pause the video now. So these last couple of sentences here, really starting with, I want you to think about next time you walk out on a clear night and see the moon smiling down at you, think of Neil Armstrong, give him a wink. He's probably winking down on us now. He's always going to be remembered for taking one small step into a whole new world of possibilities. That really gives the reader something to think about and to carry into their own lives moving forward. So next up, a timer is going to play so that you can manage your time as you draft your conclusion.